Alright, NT8 on the porch. With the GoPro Hero 3 Silver and the GoPro Hero 2. And I'm going to show you some differences. Come on. Get in the house. Yesterday it was 73 degrees. Today, right now, it is 32. And we got down to like 27 this morning. So going from one extreme to a mild extreme, I'm like 32 degrees. This should be feeling warm to me, but it's really not. Anyway, in your Hero 3, you get a bag of mounts, that kind of stuff. You get the open skeleton back door. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. You get the basic shit. Hero 2. You lift on the case. You flip that up. And you get the camera out. The Hero 3 case. You have to be Japanese because you got these arrows to figure out. How do I get this open? I don't know if I can do it with gloves on. So first of all, you push up on this arrow, and then you lift over here. I don't know, man. It doesn't... It's a frickin' pain in the ass to get into this. Yeah, you gotta pull that lever that way, and then you gotta pull that. It's not glove friendly. Second thing, I'll show you the size difference. It's about half as wide, or thick. It's the same wide. It's the same tall. It's just thinner. It's just thinner. Second thing, the lens appears to be somewhat recessed, and then it has a black rubber around it, whereas the Hero 2 has your beveled edge. The Hero 3 doesn't. And as far as the cases go, this is what I discovered this morning when I rode in the rain. You see how the Hero 2 case has got the rounded bubble for the lens? Okay, the Hero 3 is flat. Now, when I was rendering the video, as I'm going through the rain and I'm turning my head and stuff, this flat lens, or whatever you want to call it, is not it's not getting rid of the water off the lens. Next thing, your Hero 2. All your plug-ins are right on the side of the cameras. Right on the sides. You got your mic jack, you've got your charger, and you've got your TV sound, or I don't even know what that one's for. I never used it. Okay, on the Hero 3, you have to take this cover off to get to the micro SD card, to get to the USB port to charge it, and the HDMI cable plug-in. Now I'm assuming that is where you're gonna plug in that external mic jack. That you have to plug into that has a wire that goes to a 3.5 millimeter jack, so you can plug your mic in. But now you've got this little black piece that just punches into those two holes and holds it in place. Now here's my issue. I'm just a common kind of guy, alright? So don't expect a lot from me. But you put that in there. You put that in the case because once again, there's no base plate that you can mount the camera just like this. They have a skeleton housing that you can use. But I want to ride in the weather and I want to be able to plug in my mic. Well, I can't do that without drilling a hole. So I drill a hole, but now I have to put a rectangular plug into a round hole that I'm going to drill. I haven't quite figured that out. I'm more disappointed in the lens on the outside right now because I'm watching that video that I'm rendering right now that'll be posted before this one, and I got raindrops all over this on this outside lens, and they're not going anywhere. And yeah, you can say, alright, well, put your stuff on it, put your Rain-X on it, or, you know, that kind of thing, and then when you turn your head, then it'll blow off. That might work. That might work. It may not work. So at this point, and I don't think the video quality is that much better than the H2. I really, really don't. For a night video. And yeah, you guys can go into the 4K or 2.5K or all that ridiculous stuff. I doubt I'm ever going to see that, as Todd Caboose has already commented on one of the previous videos about it. A computer monitor that will handle that kind of detail is $10,000 USD, and I'm still going to shoot 1080. I'm going to shoot 1920 by 720. 1980, 1920 by 720. And 720 is going to be my max, because I'm not going to waste all the time putting up 1080Vs when I can't even watch 1080 on my computer without it pixelating, and it just sucks. So when am I going to get to that point? I don't know, but I'm looking at the space it takes, and then YouTube's going to screw it up also anyway. So yeah, it's lighter, it's smaller, it's nicer. But they stupided it by... I got to drill this case. I got to put a plug in there that has a wire hanging out of it so I can plug in my microphone to it. That ain't going to work for me. That ain't going to work for me. So here I am back to the Sony or the new Contour. It's going to be a camera that's mounted somewhere, and I'm going to use that video because it's supposed to be better. But I'm still going to have to fall back to my H2s to record the audio, or I'm going to have to use a voice recorder because 70 miles an hour with a cord plugged in to a cell phone plug jack with a thing hanging out so you can plug in your regular microphone. I mean, friggin' GoPro. I don't get these clowns. They have baffled and amazed me once again with the stupidity that they do. NT8 on the porch. I don't know, you guys figure it out.